Welcome to a review of 2013, an exciting and successful year at Wesley Mission thanks to our dedicated staff, management and all our people. In January, Wesley Mission opened its $30 million flagship aged care facility. This major milestone was recognised at an official opening by Keith Garner in the presence of the New South Wales Premier in March.
What we have here is something that is high level, has real Christian compassion and care shown, and the kind of facilities that enable people to age in familiar kind of surroundings.
The Wesley Raywood Carlingford Centre in Sydney's inner northwest is designed to provide a seamless transition of care as the needs of residents change over time. The centre features 74 contemporary boutique rooms, 16 independent living units and a 14-room dementia wing.
Well, it's a fantastic facility. It's a sort of facility it's hard to leave because it's better than home, and it's a tribute to Wesley Mission that they've delivered a quality facility that within that Christian framework in which they operate will deliver absolute care.
Hello, this is Lifeline. Can I help you?
On March 17, Wesley Mission celebrated Lifeline's 50th anniversary. Launched back in March 1963 under the leadership of Wesley Mission Superintendent Reverend Dr. Sir Alan Walker, the concept was realised after a desperate call for help ended in tragedy.
Lifeline was born when we discovered the power of the telephone.
Initially a compassionate response to the loneliness and isolation identified in Sydney's community, Lifeline has since become an international organisation providing help and support to people all around the world. Another celebration, our Wesley Lifeline volunteer Andrew Downey awarded an OAM in the Queen's Birthday Honours List for more than 40 years of telephone counselling service.
I wanted to become a volunteer with Lifeline because I certainly believed in the principles they were working by. Personally, it's been one of the privileges of my life to be involved.
Hundreds of people across Sydney attended Wesley Mission's week of Easter events to help us declare He is risen. The week was capped off by the Easter sunrise service at the Sydney Opera House, where Reverend Keith Garner preached on the risen Lord, and we were inspired by our guest performer and 2011 Australia's Got Talent winner, Jack Vidgen.
Mercy, said mercy and love.
The issue particularly
May saw the launch of our report into child and family homelessness. The Homelessness and the Next Generation campaign raised awareness about the widespread issue of family homelessness, raising vital funds to maintain our much-needed work in this field.
I don't know. Anyway, but here.
We have seen a seismic shift in Australia of the kind of people who face homelessness.
Former Wesley Mission client Lela Wolf's story highlighted the new face of homelessness across the country. Of the roughly 105,000 homeless Australians, more than 17% are under the age of 12 and 27% are under 18. Like many families, the Wolfs simply could not meet the rent after husband Ali was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy back in 2008.
I would just like to say to Wesley Mission, thank you for the opportunity given to our family, so all praise to God for that.
On the 15th of May, Wesley Mission held a special Thanksgiving service for the life and ministry of the late Reverend Dr. Sir Alan Walker. A decade after Sir Alan's passing, Wesley Mission continues to grow and prosper thanks to the dedication of those superintendents that have gone before us. Under his leadership, Wesley Mission services and ministries grew in new and innovative ways. The Teenage Cabaret and Lifeline were among the many highlights of his leadership. Also in May, we held the 4th Annual Sports United fundraising lunch, hosted by Wesley Mission board member and former Wallaby Nick Farr-Jones. Business people were invited to the lunch, which featured prominent current and past sportsmen and women talking about their achievements. The aim was to raise money for Wesley Mission's work for the homeless, and the results were very encouraging. In June, Wesley Mission held its first suicide prevention breakfast featuring guest speaker, former Prime Minister, the Honourable John Howard. More than 150 Wesley Mission staff, business people and community leaders gathered at Sydney's Four Seasons Hotel.
The importance of a gathering like this, my friends, is to firstly and most importantly express our admiration and affection for all of the activities of the Wesley Mission. It is one of the most magnificent organisations of its kind, not only in Australia but around the world.
The breakfast raised $35,000 for Wesley Mission's suicide prevention services and highlighted the story of the Schramm family who lost their son to suicide in 2008.
A year and a half ago it was like, oh no, I just can't go down that road, but it's amazing how you sort of evolve. Perhaps for me in the beginning it was all about me. I now want to give back.
In August, National Homeless Persons Week was highlighted with a new Wesley Mission initiative called Wesley Haircut for Homelessness. Wesley Mission's Guinness World Record attempt for the most haircuts in a day was smashed in a bid to raise awareness and to give homelessness the chop.
I'm happy with it, yeah. Happy I met my friend this morning and got to get my hair cut, yeah.
In a flurry of scissors and split ends, 16 hairdressers from Just Cut salons across Australia beat the previous world record with 409 haircuts completed by 5 p.m. Each year, Wesley Life Force holds memorial services for people who have lost friends and loved ones to suicide. We hosted Memorial Days in Sydney in September and Newcastle in October.
I'm always amazed that this service draws the people it does. Now, there are some people who come back year after year. I think that tells us that the journey for some people is a long journey and that perhaps this coming back and being in this special place is important to them.
On the 15th of September, the David Morgan Centre celebrated its 40th anniversary. The celebration highlighted the living legacy of David Morgan and a visit to the centre by his wife, Jean.
It is just wonderful to see that it's grown to a thriving, working community and people can work with self-respect in their jobs. Yes, I think that's very worthwhile.
Today, Wesley Employment Services has grown to provide a diverse range of business services and employs 120 people with disabilities. In 2013, Wesley Fairs celebrated its centenary with the motto Made with Love for 100 years. Launched by the Wesley Mission's Ladies Auxiliary Committee way back in 1913, the takings in the first year were a princely £200. Today, Wesley Fair retains a distinguished history of providing an opportunity for the Sydney community to gather together, eat, buy treats and have fun. The community-focused event raises money for programs that make a real difference to those in need. Lastly, let's not forget the saintly service of those unsung heroes at Wesley Mission, our staff and volunteers. Wesley Mission held its annual volunteer thank you event on Sunday the 17th of November with 31 senior staff serving a delicious Italian meal to 153 volunteers. With the Venetian masquerade theme, the event acknowledged the hard work of the volunteers without whom Wesley Mission would not have the reach that we have today. Thank you to everyone who contributed to a successful 2013. We look forward to a caring, prosperous and innovative 2014.